In the astrology of January 2nd, we start our energy today off with the Sun in a vigintile with Pluto. And so what we're going to be seeing in this waning vigintile is a reflection of a prophecy we had the previous year. Something finally coming to fruition, coming to its ending, which makes way for the upcoming conjunction. And then, of course, after that, the waxing vigintile between the Sun and Pluto as well. So it's going to be a very intense shift of the seasons, especially since as the Sun traverses Aquarius, we also, of course, have Pluto re-entering Aquarius for the second to last time. In the power of this prophecy or this nebulous sort of foreknowing of something, what we have is kind of a mission statement, some type of internal mission that we are on that is directly connected to our soul's evolution. While this is happening, the Sun is also in a waning septile with Saturn Pisces. And so once again, we have some type of responsibility that it almost feels like we're being given directly from the spirit world. Something that we do which might, manifest as just some general life path, career path, objective that we have, but it carries with it a deeper meaning and some deeper movement that we've been trying to find. So today we have illumination from both the Sun and Moon on Pluto as well as Saturn. And so today's energy is going to be full of knowings that we can't quite place how we know them. Understandings that don't necessarily match the experience that we have yet, and possibly even glimpses of what is to come in the future if we were to follow our divine path. So for each of the signs, you're going to be experiencing this differently, and I think you're going to have a wide range of different types of knowings, feelings of internal power coming to the surface, and kind of like a phoenix awakening, something that definitely is burnt up and something that rises from the ashes. Starting with Capricorn, you might be experiencing a feeling that something about yourself that you've been suppressing for a long time or holding back from the world is suddenly needs to come to the surface and has to be revealed. And whether this is something just that you care about, whether this is something that you actually want to go forth and do, this is going to be very unmistakable as it happens, because it feels as though sometimes you are called or feel that you are called to keep something hidden or hold something back for other people's sake. And today is a very important day to release that out into the universe. For Sagittarius, this energy might be more focused on the things that you're going to do, especially anything in correlation to your finances, anything revolving around your goals or physical objectives in the world. For Scorpio, this might be out of the blue, suddenly finally finding the words that you've been looking for quite a while, because you've had something that you want to express to someone very close to you, and expressing this, of course, leaves you vulnerable for potential damage. And so you might have been holding these words back because they weren't quite perfect yet, but today you find exactly what it is you need to say, even if it's not as complex as you've been making it seem. For Libra today, this is about the connections that you have with your family, or possibly even the secondary family that you've made. Today's a day in which your awakening is going to pull you towards certain people and reestablishing your bonds with them. For Virgo, today might not seem quite as important with the awakening that you have. Maybe you'll think it's kind of frivolous or not necessarily part of the grander story, but your awakening today to find more excitement, joy, and fun and creativity in your life can't be understated as a fuel source that can keep you going both in the short term as well as the long term. For Leo today, this energy might represent kind of a reset button on your schedule and many of the things that you're about to do in your short term, whether this comes down to readjusting the way that you're sleeping, the way that you're building your routine for the day, as well as for the week, as well as for the month. This is about reassessing how it is that you kind of have the little details of your life organized, and what needs to be swapped out, what needs to be replaced, and what needs to be written off the schedule altogether. For Cancer, this energy is very likely going to be directly connected to your relationships, and so it's important that if you get kind of an awakening of what it is that you really want from the relationship you're in or the relationship that you even want in the future, that you acknowledge whatever this understanding now is, especially if it's something that directly contradicts or butts up against the cycle that you currently have with your relationships. For Gemini, this awakening energy might be very literal. You might have an actual spiritual experience today, something involving intuition or mediumship, something very uncanny and impossible to explain by logic. Whatever this is that happens today, this is going to be something that kind of redefines the way that you're looking at your own spirituality or what you've heard from other people. For Taurus today, much like Capricorn, there is a level of self-belief here, something that's awakening, that's calling you forward, except for in this particular mode, this is about facing fear by going on the adventure. So whatever the adventure is to you, whatever thing that fear has been holding you back from, you are called essentially to overstep that and pass through those gates. For Aries today, this is going to be very much geared towards the long term. If you have any sort of goal or aspiration that has almost been falling to the wayside and suddenly you are reinvigorated with a need to do this, but perhaps it has kind of a different form than you originally thought, this awakening today is pulling you towards that. It's pulling you towards redefining what it is that you want to do in the grand scheme of things. For Pisces, this awakening energy is directly connected towards your friendships today, the social circles that you're moving in, the people that you're spending time with, and it's going to be about sort of finding who it is that is supposed to be by your side on this journey, both right now as well as in the future. For Aquarius, this energy is going to be extra intense for you because for you guys, this energy is calling you to let something go once and for all, something that you know you've needed to let go of, something that is holding you back from your divine purpose, and something that if you were to let go of it, would not only not sabotage your life, but it would actually increase your prosperity, abundance, and joy tenfold. Thank you guys for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this daily horoscope, make sure and head to my YouTube channel, Jax Atlantis, and check out my new membership where you can get daily horoscopes like this each and every day. Have an amazing rest of your day.